center number 56, Junior Ryan Hot.
Tonight we start the second season. It's WIAA Level 1 playoff action from La Crosse, Logan tonight as the Rangers host the Tigers on Marshfield Community Television and AM 1450 WDLB.
Arnie, how about the conditions down on the field tonight?
Well, it is a field that certainly has been played on this year. It's torn up in some spots. They rolled it for several hours earlier today, late this morning, early this afternoon. It's in pretty good shape. There's a few slippery spots on it and a lot of mud showing. Not as much grass, I'm sure, as was on it back in August when the season started. But all in all, it's in pretty good shape tonight. We should be ready to play this game. And again, they did a nice job getting the field ready, and we're ready to rock and roll down here.
All right, Arnie, thank you very much. It's Marshfield and La Crosse Logan tonight in the opening round of the WIAA Division II football playoffs. We have not yet had the coin flip. I believe that's going to come up momentarily, so we'll find out where the ball is going to begin play this evening. Marshfield and La Crosse Logan tonight. The team that wins this ball game will be playing in the second round on Saturday. Now, coming up in just a few moments, we'll have the opening kickoff of tonight's ball game between the Marshfield Tigers and La Crosse Logan. But right now, let's pause for these messages. Marshfield and La Crosse Logan getting set for football tonight in the opening round of the WIAA Division II football playoffs. The opening coin toss won by Logan, and they deferred, so that means Marshfield will get the ball first to begin play this evening. Tigers and La Crosse Logan once again meeting for the right to move on to postseason play on Saturday against either La Crosse Central or Antigo. Those two schools are meeting in their opening round contest just a few miles from here at UW La Crosse, and the winner of that game will play the winner of this ball game in round 2 on Saturday. Should the Marshfield Tigers win this game this evening, then the Tigers would host a second round contest on Saturday. Well, Dale looks forward to see what we see from this La Crosse Logan Ball Club. Coach Ludke kind of enthused because for the first time in a while, he gets to see a ball club that does many of the things that Marshfield does. They run from an I formation, pass the ball around, they run the ball about the same way, so he didn't have to spend his week preparing for a single wing or an option or a wishbone or something like that this week.
Or some sort of an odd spread formation. Another factor in tonight's ball game, Gene, might be a depth issue. Marshfield has, I think, probably overall a lot better depth. We haven't seen all the starters yet for La Crosse, but I understand there's 4 or 5 guys that go both ways. They do not have a very large squad, so that could become an issue. I just hope that Marshfield comes out and plays 2 halves of football tonight, because that has been an issue at times for the Tigers, where they've either gotten out to a great big lead in the first half and then coasted and hung on, or last week's game against Wisconsin Rapids, they had to pull that one out of the fire, didn't they, Gene?
Boy, they sure did, having to score 3 unanswered touchdowns in the second half to come back and win that ball game 23-20. Now, turnovers were an issue for the Tigers in that ball game, so they're hoping they can avoid that aspect of play tonight, keep the ball in their possession, and if they can do that, then they feel they should be successful in this one this evening.
One of the things you know when you come down here to La Crosse, although they might not have as many all-around athletes, they've always got several very good skilled players and some decent speed at either those running back or wideout positions. I understand they've got a couple of very nice running backs on this ball club as well. Their quarterback is about 6'3", so that should mean he's going to be able to see over that defensive line of the Marshfield Tigers. So this should be an exciting ball game. Here comes the La Crosse team now breaking through their banner with all the cheerleaders out to the center of the field, kind of getting off to a little bit of a slow pregame. They do things a little differently down here, but Tigers look pretty fired up over on that far side. A nice crowd from Marshfield here on the other side.
A lot of Marshfield fans are down here to watch this one. You are listening to Marshfield Tiger football on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield. Ryan Berg producing our broadcast this evening with Delia Kaitis and Arnie Peck. I'm Gene Delisio, getting set for football at Swanson Field at La Crosse Logan High School. The opening round of the WIAA Division II football playoffs. Once again, as we mentioned during our pregame report, La Crosse Logan has not had a great deal of success in postseason play in their history. This is the 10th time that they've gone to the playoffs, and in 8 of the previous 9 occasions they were bounced in the first round. Only in 2000, when they went to the quarterfinals, have they ever won a postseason playoff game. So they're out to reverse that this evening.
Our officiating crew tonight is from nearby, from the Onalaska and Holman area. A little bit of a surprise in playoff football. Referee Steve Otto, umpire Tom Larson, back judge Joe Zitlow. The head linesman is Mike Weber, and the line judge is Luke Selbo. Again, the Holman, Onalaska area, which is right nearby here in this La Crosse area.
And we're getting set for football. Don Greengrass will kick off for Logan. Ryan Danzik and Dan Stanley back in deep safety for the Marshfield Tigers. Tigers in their white jerseys and black pants tonight.
La Crosse kicks off from the right hash mark. It'd be the near hash mark for us. La Crosse Logan right down below us. Marshfield again on the far sidelines over there with Arnie Peck.
And Greengrass getting set to approach the football. He is all ready. And here is our opening kick. It's a long line drive. Dan Stanley all the way back on his own 4. Up the near sideline, the 15, the 20, has a seam across the 25 and taken down around the 27-yard line.
La Crosse kicking to the near sideline, and that apparently was the sideline that Marshfield had their return set up to, so that kind of pins them against the sideline, makes it hard for them to set up any kind of a return wall. But here we go, playoff for football, 1st and 10, Gene.
And the Marshfield Tigers will come out with senior quarterback Luke Akala, who this year has thrown for 1,164 yards, 17 touchdowns, 7 pass interceptions. Has thrown for 100 yards or more in 8 of the Tigers' 9 ball games this year. From the I formation on first down. Fake handoff, Luke back to pass, throws deep across the middle. Maxinowski has it at the 40, across the 45 to the 47 for the first down. 10th catch this year for Seth Maxinowski, the Tiger tight end. And right away, the Tigers come out throwing and pick up a first down, a gain of 20 yards on that pass play.
Bootleg pass, the left-handed Akala having to roll out to his right, but Maxinowski doing a nice job of outrunning a linebacker to create some space over the middle.
20-yard pickup on first down for the Tigers. They have the ball now at the Logan 47-yard line. Danzik to the near side, Ben Johnson far side. Lutz and Lenz in the eye behind Akala. Rollins the tight end. Akala back to pass again. Pump fakes, now goes deep down the near sideline for Danzik and just overthrows him at the 10-yard line. Ryan covered by 2 Logan defenders, but still had to step on those guys. But Luke threw the ball too far. It's incomplete.
And he lofted that one far down the near sideline. And actually, when that ball went to the air, the double coverage on Danzik slowed down a little bit. So if that ball had just been just a little closer, Danzik eventually ended up with a step and a half on his defenders.
Now you wonder what the Tigers have seen in the scouting reports to make them come out throwing right away. 2nd and 10 Tigers at their own 47. Danzik near side, Johnson far side, I backfield. Akala directing some traffic. Now turns, gives to Lenz off the left side, gets outside to the 49, stopped right there. Jake picks up 2 on that run.
Just an off-tackle lead play to the far side of the field. Good pursuit that time by the La Crosse Rangers.
Jake Lenz with 2 yards. Jake, the Tigers' leading rusher coming into this ball game, with 716 rushing yards. Had a big week last week, 127 yards, a career high, and 1 touchdown against Wisconsin Rapids. 3rd and 8 Tigers at their own 49. Lysecki and Johnson near side, Danzig far side, Akala in the shotgun. Back to pass, fires far sideline. Danzig has it, and apparently he coughed up the football, or yes, he juggled the football at the Logan 41. Tried to tightrope that sideline and could not maintain possession before he fell out of bounds, and so the pass is ruled incomplete.
Kind of hard to tell from our sideline here, as he was diving out of bounds, as to whether he had control or not. Here comes our punt situation.
And Trent Jorgensen back in deep safety for La Crosse Logan. Low snap to Sully Lipke. He gets out of there. A good kick. Jorgensen calls for a fair catch and then drops the football. It's picked up by the Tigers. Dan Stanley has it and runs in the end zone. That will not be a score, however. That'll be a muffed punt, but it will give the Tigers the football inside the 15-yard line. Yep. Stanley cannot advance that ball, and so it is given to Marshfield from the spot where Dan picked the ball up, which would be the Logan 12-yard line.
So Tigers get the first break, or create the first break. Actually, there wasn't a lot of pressure on that return guy. I think he just picked his head up a little bit and looked at the guys coming down on coverage, and it just went right off his chest. And I think he had his punt returners have to have those elbows together so it doesn't go right through the breadbasket, and that time it slid right through.
I think he was really not set underneath the football to make that catch. Tried to make kind of a running, fair-handed catch and could not come up with it. And as you say, Dale, you're correct in that he really was not in proper receiving form to make that play. But a big break for the Tigers as they put the ball in play from the Logan 13-yard line. Akala in the shotgun. No, this is Scheckelman, and he takes off. Runs to the far sideline to the 10-yard line, bounce down around the 9. Let's head to the sidelines once again, where Arnie Peck has an update with our Festival Food sideline microphone.
Yes, and after he dropped that punt on the ground, it happened to kick off the side of his ankle right back into the hands of Stanley, so couldn't have gone any better for the Tigers. As boy, off to a wild start here. Let's see if the Tigers can take advantage of this opportunity.
And Wildcat formation last time for the Tigers.
Scheckelman brought the ball to the 9-yard line. 2nd and about 5 for the Tigers from that spot. High backfield. Akala fakes the handoff, rolls near side, and throws across the middle. The ball is intercepted by Jorgensen, comes up the near sideline to the 10, and then runs into a couple of Tiger defenders, hit by Cale Schliessman, knocked down right there, but La Crosse Logan dodges a big bullet and gets the ball back on the pass interception.
Yeah, Akala trying to throw that one to a tight end coming across the middle. That might have been Rollins coming across the middle, and there was pretty good coverage there, and he threw that ball too softly, just kind of lackadaisical with the toss. Therefore, La Crosse back in action.
So La Crosse Logan has the ball on their own 10, 9:45 remaining in the opening quarter. No score, and now the La Crosse Logan Rangers in possession, and sophomore Vince Kuby at quarterback. On first down, the handoff goes straight ahead to Damian Guggenbiel, who runs out into the 20-yard line and picks up yardage close to a first down.
Fake to the near side to the fullback, and then handing off to the tailback going the other way, and there was a big hole off the left side of that offensive line of Logan. This kid looks pretty quick.
Guggenbiel gains about 9. He's right on the 20-yard line. 2nd and less than 1 for Logan, just shy of their own 20-yard line. Kenny Winslow wide to the near side. It's Matt Orcutt and Damian Guggenbiel in the backfield. And the handoff goes to Orcutt straight ahead. Not much, but he should get the first down. All he had to do was cross the 20. He did that just barely, and may have the first down with that run of about a half yard. And it will be a first down for Logan just to cross their own 20-yard line. So plenty of action in the first 3 minutes of this ball game. 9 minutes left, first quarter, no score. Logan football on their own 21. Winslow wide to the near side. Hans Eriksson out wide to the far side. I backfield. Kuby back to pass the football. Being rushed, gets hit and taken down by Karanda around the 10-yard line. Jordan Carando at the sack. He now has 5.5 sacks for the Marshfield Tigers this year, and that'll give him 17 sacks in his Tiger career. Kubi down back at the 12-yard line, a loss of 9 on the play.
Caranda too quick and too strong for the man over him, just manhandled him, no contest on that play.
Jordan Carando at the sack from that defensive tackle spot. He's back at nose tackle where he had such great success a year ago. 2nd and 19 for Logan at their own 12. Erickson near side, Winslow far side. Abeck now in the backfield as the fullback. And the handoff goes to Guggenbiel, and boy, he runs into 3 Tigers and goes down immediately. Peterson, Haig, and Youngblood all there on the stop at the line of scrimmage.
Tigers guessed right on the blitz, sending Youngblood over their left defensive side, the right guard tackle side of Logan, and he ran right into the play. Peterson not giving any ground there either.
Well, they give Abeck 1 yard, but not much more than that. And now 3rd and 18 for Logan at their own 13-yard line. Abeck is out. Orcutt comes back in the ball game to play fullback for Lacrosse Logan. He's offset. Guggenbiel the tailback. Winslow a wing on the far side. And Kubi on the inside handoff, fumbles the football. It's picked up by Haig, who runs the ball to the 6-yard line. And the Tigers get the ball right back. The Tigers with a second takeaway in the first 5 minutes of this ball game.
Got a little block by the side of the window here on that play, but again, Caranda deep into the backfield. In fact, that whole left side of the Tiger defense was in. I'm not sure if that was going to be a screen, but it was a kind of a jailbreak for the Tigers. They were flying in and all over the quarterback and running back.
So the Tigers have the ball in great shape once again. 1st and goal Tigers at the Logan 6, 7:10 remaining, first quarter. Scheckelman comes in to play that Wildcat, takes the direct snap, goes straight ahead down to about the 1 or 2 yard line.
Power play, we saw that against Wisconsin Rapids. Scheckelman scoring a touchdown right up the middle after that single wing or Wildcat type look with 3 backs in the backfield with him leading the way.
Paul is now rushed for about 500 yards this year. He has 2 runs tonight. That puts him over 500 for the year. He runs for 5 on that play. 2nd and goal Tigers at the Logan 1 line. And Paul stays in the ball game and stays in that shotgun formation. The snap, runs straight ahead, gets hit, fighting his way near the goal line. He's finally put down and does not look like he got in. There's no indication. He says touchdown, but the officials disagree.
Running right at that Tim Egan, the 6'5", 290-pound defensive tackle. That time he stood up to the pressure or to the push by the Tiger offensive line and those backs.
Let's see what Arnie Peck has for us on the sidelines. Arnie?
I have about 8 inches to go for the Tigers right now for this touchdown, and an early score. Speaking of 8, it's 8-0 Lacrosse Central over Antigo in the first 5 minutes of play.
Why, that ball just outside the goal line, 3rd and inches. 3rd and goal Tigers inside the 1. Akala back at quarterback, gives to Lenz off tackle. He dives. He may get in. Yes, he did. It's a touchdown for Marshfield. Jake Lenz dives across the line of scrimmage for his 8th rushing touchdown of the year to cap a 3-play, 6-yard scoring drive keyed by the fumble recovery by Brandon Haig, and the Tigers lead early 6-0.
Fullback lead play for Lenz. Josh Lutz leading him to the hole, but Lenz had to go up top and jump over, and he extended the ball just enough to get it over the line of scrimmage.
Jordan Caranda now will attempt to kick the PAT. Scheckelman is the holder. Ball is down. Kick is on the way. Kick has the distance, and the kick is up and through. Our PATs this evening, a service of Wheelers of Marshfield. Stop by Wheelers and see the all-new 2010 Chevy Camaro. 5:51 remaining in the opening quarter. Our score is Marshfield 7, Lacrosse Logan 0. We'll come back for more football in just a moment.
Armed Services Blood Program gets your blood to those who need it most. To find a donor center near you, visit militaryblood.dod.mil.
Well, the fumble recovery by Brandon Haig pays big dividends for the Marshfield Tigers. who turned that mistake by Logan into points, and the Tigers lead 7-0. Here's our kickoff, a service of Rail Transport of Marshfield, the Take Home More, Be Home More carrier. Experience the power of red from Rail Transport of Marshfield. The kick by Corenda. It's a long end-over-end kick. Jorgensen back on his own 4-yard line to the 20 and stopped right about there, not much further. And so Lacrosse Logan puts the ball in play from their own 20-yard line. Thanks again to Arnie Peck passing along that score. Central over Antigo 8-0. Near side, the gets
nice job on him.
He's usually on the left side, isn't he?
Yeah, he has been so far. He's been on that left. Well, actually, he was on the right defensive tackle to start with, but they moved him to the left side now, so they'll move him around. Schwann is doing a nice job against him that time.
It's a 3rd and 2 Tigers, 3rd and less than 2 at the Logan 42. Hackala gives to Lenz again, and he gets cut down at the 40-yard line. That time, not Egan was near the play, but another Logan man came in. That was Jorgensen, came in submarine Lenz, but Jake fell forward right to the 40-yard line, and he is very close to a first down. I don't know if we're going to have a measurement or not. It looks like we may have a measurement here. The Tigers very close, and a measurement is coming here. We do have some college football coming your way Thursday night here on WDLB. North Carolina and Virginia Tech. Coverage begins at 6:30 Thursday evening right here on WDLB. Tigers very close to a first down, but apparently short by less than a foot.
Boy, maybe an inch, a couple inches at the most.
Hackala back on the field. Appears the Tigers will go for it.
I would just like to see a quarterback sneak here as opposed to handing the ball off deep in the backfield.
4th and inches, Tigers at the Logan 40-yard line.
Or at least to Lutz on a short dive.
And Hackala himself straight ahead into the pile. And he fights his way inside the 40-yard line and should get the first down with that lunge. He'll spark the ball just inside the 40. And that's all he needed. He does have the first down for Marshfield. 1st and 10 Marshfield at the Logan 40-yard line. 2:38 remaining in quarter number 1. Marshfield leads early 7-0. Logan has suffered 2 turnovers in the first quarter, and one of those mistakes leading to a Tiger score, a very short touchdown drive. Danzig and Johnson, the wide receivers. Lutz and Lenz in the eye. Rollins tight end on the far side. Hackala wants to pass, being rushed, runs to the near sideline, gets away from that pressure, now throws deep down the near sideline, and a diving attempt by Danzig, but he comes up short on a short hop attempt at the 20-yard line. The pass is incomplete. What a job by Hackala to avoid the rush on that play.
Because he turned around as he was going back to pass after a ball fake, and there was a red jersey right in his face, and he had to dodge him and then outrun him. Danzig also doing a nice job trying to come back here along the sidelines to make himself available to Hackala. That ball just a little bit short.
So that brings up a 2nd and 10 for the Tigers, just inside the Logan 40-yard line. Danzig to the near side, Johnson flanked on the far side. Lutz and Lenz in the eye behind Hackala. Lou taking his time. It's a draw to Lenz, straight ahead. Not much, but he fights his way down to about the 38, maybe the 37. Picks up 2 or 3 on the... We'll put the Tigers into a 3rd and long situation. 3rd and 8 Tigers at the Logan 38-yard line. Tigers changing personnel. Maxinowski out, Rollins back in to play tight end. Those 2 guys have done a good job in that tight end spot for Marshfield this year. Egan, that big defensive tackle, lining up on the right side now.
Danzig will go on a post, and Johnson will run a wheel pattern down the sidelines out of this formation.
It's a slot I set on 3rd down. Hackala back to pass. Has some time, now lobs it deep down the far sideline. A man fell down. Danzig comes back, makes the catch along the sideline, and he has the football inside the 20 at about the 16, and there was some contact as well, and that was right in front of Arnie Peck. Arnie, what did you see?
Yes, Danzig was actually pushed out of bounds on that one, snuck both his feet just inside the line, made the catch for the first down. Other quick scores. Marathon 7-0 over Necedah. 4 minutes left first quarter. 4 minutes into the game, Edgar 8-0 over Newman.
Now that pass play to Danzig gains 21. Ryan's 33rd catch of the year, 73rd of his career. A first down for the Tigers at the Logan 17-yard line. From the eye, Lutz gets the call and has some positive yardage. Inside the 10, inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. Now here's the young man who fumbled the ball twice against Rapids a week ago. And Dale, I'm sure he's been waiting the last 7 days to make amends for those plays.
Yeah, to redeem himself there, although he did a great job blocking for Lenz in that last ball game, as he has all season. But you're right, I bet you he just couldn't wait to get that ball back in his hands, and really good leg drive on that play.
And he runs for 12, a 1st and goal Tigers at the Logan 5-yard line. I formation once again. And Hackala rolls near side, tossing on the run. He hits Lutz out of the backfield. He gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
No contest. Somebody blew the coverage on the fullback out of the backfield, and they just missed Lutz. Walked into the end zone.
Josh Lutz makes that touchdown catch. His 17th catch this year, 4th for a touchdown. A 9-play, 50-yard scoring drive, and the Tigers now with a 13-0 lead.
Well, Marshfield was running the ball fairly well in that drive there. That meant that the linebackers had to stay home on the ball fake, and that let Lutz slide right out of the backfield into the open flats here on the near side.
Jordan Coranda comes back in for the PAT try. Ball is down, kick is away. Has the distance. The kick is up and through. Our PATs, sponsored by Wheelers of Marshfield, ask about GM's new 60-day satisfaction guarantee. With 59 seconds remaining in the first quarter, our score now is Marshfield 14 and Lacrosse Logan nothing. We'll come back for more football in just a moment.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Have you been a dad today?
Well, once again, Jordan Coranda kicking off. Our kickoffs this evening sponsored by Rail Transport, the Take Home More, Be Home More carrier. Experience the power of red from Rail Transport. Jordan Coranda kicking off for Marshfield. The boot is away. It's a long end-over-end kick. And grabbed by Orcutt on the 5-yard line to the 15 and squirts through to about the 30-yard line, pulled down from behind by a Marshfield ball player, grabbed by Jake Daniel and stopped just before he broke that at about the 29-yard line.
Tigers did have a couple men back yet on that, but boy, that was very close for popping free for a very long run, although Coranda was still back there, and despite being a big guy, he's got pretty good wheels himself.
Yes, he does. 1st and 10 for Logan at their own 28, 53 seconds left, first quarter. Marshfield has the early lead at 14-0. Logan getting set. Vince Kuby, sophomore quarterback, on first down, hands to Guggenbiel. The tailback, he powers his way across the 30 to about the 32, maybe the 33-yard line. Picks up 4 or 5 on that run.
I like to see some of the Tiger secondary people coming up and also helping punish the runner as he's going down too before that whistle is blown. At that time, a nice play there by Joel Franzine coming up from the secondary.
It's a role that certainly Cody Wilson has filled a lot this year, giving up a lot of punishment out there. 2nd and 6 for Logan at their own 32, and a double slot with Guggenbiel, the tailback, at quarterback. And before the snap, there is a whistle. And a timeout charge to Logan. Lacrosse Logan calling timeout, their first of the first half. 16 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Marshfield leads this ball game 14-0. We'll come back to Lacrosse in just a moment.
When I need you, I just close my eyes and I'm with you. And all that I so wanna give you, it's only a
You don't have to be a hero to be a hero. When you adopt a child from foster care, just being there makes all the difference.
Well, Lacrosse Logan on that last play, Dale, came out with their tailback, Guggenbiel, in a shotgun formation, and he has thrown the football from time to time. In fact, he threw a 59-yard touchdown pass against Lacrosse Aquinas a couple of weeks ago, so it's not necessarily that straight running situation. He may pass the football from that formation. 2nd and 6, Logan at their own 32. Guggenbiel in the shotgun once again, double slot formation, and he fakes the handoff, rolls to the near sideline, throws across the middle. The ball's caught by Orcutt, and then he gets a big hit. He was sandwiched by Franzine and by Sully Lipke, coughed up the football at the 50-yard line. There's an early candidate for collision of the ball game.
Yeah, that's one. That's a dual collision, and that's one that a receiver is going to remember when he goes back over the middle again, too, because that ball was thrown well by Guggenbiel right in the receiver's, right in his hands, but then a couple white jerseys changed his mind.
Clock down to 11 seconds remaining in the quarter. It's 3rd and 6 for Logan at their own 32-yard line. And Kubi back in a quarterback. He's in the shotgun. Orcutt comes through in motion from a wing spot, and Kubi fakes the handoff, back to pass, throws near side to Orcutt at the 35-yard line, gets hit by Baining, and then helped by Franzine, goes down right at the first down marker at the 39-yard line. Very close to a first down with that pass play.
And if they spot it based upon this near official, which they should, he'll have it by a good half a yard. He does.
Yes, it is a first down for Logan at their own 39-yard line. 2 seconds in the period. I believe they'll start the clock right here, and that will end the first quarter football here at Swanson Field in La Crosse. Our first quarter score, a service of the Sports Den. South Central Avenue in Marshfield. After one quarter, it's Marshfield 14, La Crosse Logan nothing. Back with second quarter action in just a moment. You're listening to Marshfield Tiger football on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield. Ryan Berg, our producer, with Dale Yukaitis and Arnie Peck. I'm Gene Delicio. We start the second quarter with Marshfield leading La Crosse Logan in this Division II playoff opener, 14-0. Logan first down, just shy of their own 40. And here's a handoff to Orcutt coming to the near sideline on a sweep. Takes a big hit at the 45-yard line by Franzine. And by Hazerote goes down on the 46-yard line. They put a man in motion. He came across the field, took a handoff from Guggenbiel in the shotgun, gained 6 yards on the play.
And that was Orcutt coming back, and that's one of the inside sweep plays, the power sweep plays that you see out of these spread formations, the pistol or the spread or whatever you want to call it these days. And I was impressed by the closing speed of the Tigers, because when Orcutt had that ball, he looked like he was going to go a long way. He did get 7, but it looked better than that. 2nd
and 3, Logan at their own 46. I backfield, Kubi under center. Winslow going in motion, pitch play. Guggenbiel drops the ball, picks it back up, runs across the 50 to the 45, and has the first down at the Marshfield 42-yard line. Franzine again on that stop with help from Josh Youngblood.
Gonna have to wrap this guy up. He's a pretty good-sized kid, and also runs hard, runs low, but I have a feeling if he does get straight ahead out in the open, nobody in the Tiger team is going to be able to catch him. He's pretty fast.
Gains 13 on that play. 1st and 10 Logan at the Tiger 41 early in the second quarter. And Marshfield leading this ball game 14-0. Winslow to the far side. Erickson near side. Orcutt offset fullback. Guggenbiel the tailback. Orcutt going in motion now. And Kubi will pitch it to Guggenbiel, running to the far sideline, gets hit, now flings the ball in the backfield to Winslow, makes the catch on a lateral, trying to come to the near sideline, gets hit by Krogel, and taken down back at the 46-yard line.
We also had a flag in the midst of that play, too, as the running back went to the right side for Logan before he came back. Probably going to get an illegal block here against Logan.
That was not designed that way, I don't believe. Guggenbiel was going down. He pitched the ball back. There's a holding call on Logan, and blocking below the waist. He pitched the ball back to Winslow, who came to the near sideline and ran for a few yards. The play will lose about 5 or 6 yards on its own merits, but the Tigers may take some yardage on this penalty.
The official picked up the ball at the flag at about the 44-yard line and then tossed it up to the 47, because that's where the block below the waist came. I saw that block. I didn't know in all the massive confusion out there whether the official was going to see it, but a good job there. It was a chop block. You can't block in that situation below the waist.
And the ball's coming all the way back inside the Logan 40-yard line to the Logan 38. And Logan has to get the ball to the Marshfield 31 for a first down. Maybe Arnie Peck saw that one, Arnie?
They did the illegal block was against Franzine, and I'll give you a couple scores in a minute or so.
Boy, it's a first and long situation here. First and about 27. And here's a handoff to Guggenbiel, straight ahead, runs to the 40, stopped right there. Gang tackled by Peterson and Dan Stanley, and there's Franzine again on the stop. Guggenbiel only gets short yardage on that play, maybe 2 yards on that carry. Why, that's a real disastrous penalty for Logan. They're moving the ball for the first time tonight, and now a penalty like that really sets them back.
Well, this is where teams like to pull out their gadget plays. They like to run their screens or their draws or some sort of a reverse. Let's see what La Crosse has in mind here.
2nd and 28 for the Rangers at their own 40. From the shotgun, the ball goes over Guggenbiel's head. He runs back, he fumbles it again, picks it back up at the 30, runs about the 38, and gets slammed out of bounds by Franzine and by Youngblood as well. And some big hitting by the Marshfield Tigers in this ball game, and that play will lose actually 2 more yards.
And I think you've got some La Crosse receivers and running backs looking for defensive backs and linebackers right now, looking to see which white jersey is going to level them. And of course, that snap really came back as a bullet. I mean, it was hard, and it was just right over the top of the helmet of Guggenbiel.
Now a 3rd and 30 for Logan at their own 38. Kubi under center, Orcutt behind him, 2 receivers on the far side. Pitch play to Orcutt, coming to the near sideline, gets across the 40 to about the 43. Youngblood runs him down right there, but well shy of that first down marker. Let's check with Arnie Peck on some of those scores. Arnie?
Yeah, a couple of quick updates. Marathon now up 14-0 on Necedah. That is in the second quarter. Start of the second quarter. Holby 14, Stratford nothing.
All right, Arnie, thank you very much. Our out-of-town scores, a service of Marshfield Bus Service. If you're planning a trip, get out of town with Marshfield Bus Service. 4th and long, and Jorgensen to punt for Logan. Danzig in deep safety at his 25-yard line. Good snap. And here's a kick to the near sideline. Danzig on his own 23, trying to reverse his field, drops the football, picks it back up, runs across the 25 to the 27, and stopped right there.
I wonder if they've got a brand new football out here tonight. That sounds kind of strange, but sometimes you see a ball that's hasn't been roughed up enough or used in practice maybe the night before, and in colder weather, it's just very slick. We've seen that ball kind of get bobbled around and jostled around here by both teams tonight.
Now the Tigers put the ball in play at their own 27, 8:53 remaining, first half. Marshfield leads 14-0. Let's see if the Tigers can drive the field. Backfield, Luke Akala at quarterback. And on first down, the handoff to Jake Lenz, trying to turn that far corner to the 30, breaks a tackle to the 35-yard line, fighting his way near the first down marker. A real determined run by Jake Lenz.
Took the words right out of my mouth. The word determined is right. He probably had about 6 yards on the play, but he got the last 3 himself with a good body lean. They're just gonna move the change. I thought he might be half a yard short, but the officials say no, move it on down, boys.
I thought the same thing, but he gains 10, a first down for the Tigers at the Logan 37-yard line. Tigers have been dominant so far tonight. Receivers on either side. Shuckleman comes into play tailback, gets the handoff, looking for a hole, gets roughed up behind the line, fights his way back to the 36, but that's as far as he'll go. He'll actually lose a yard on that play.
2 defensive linemen that time doing a nice job for Logan. One of them was Egan, but there was also another lineman for La Crosse there, that Dylan Jones, who came in and stuffed some of the blockers for the Tigers right back into Shuckleman.
And that gives the Tigers a 2nd and 11 at their own 36. Danzig near side, Lysecki and Johnson to the far side, Akala in the shotgun with Lenz behind him. 2nd and 11. And a whistle before the snap, and we may have a timeout here. Marshfield may be taking a timeout. Yes, they are. Tigers will use a timeout, their first of the first half. 7:58 remaining in the second quarter. Our score is Marshfield 14, La Crosse Logan nothing. We'll return after this message.
Hey, what's up? Do you have an innie or an outie?
Innie all the way, dude.
I have an innie. Hey, you know funny if someone like pierced their outie? That's stupid. That's so funny.
Mike Klein, doing the Tiger stats next to us, points out the Tigers had no tight end on that play, and that's why Coach Litke used his timeout.
I looked out there myself on the far side, and I thought, wait a minute, I'm not seeing, we're missing a receiver here somewhere, because even the La Crosse Logan defense was having trouble to figure out where to line up. They were missing somebody.
And now they're all out there. 2nd and 11 for Marshfield at their own 36-yard line. Akala in the shotgun. Gets the snap, back to pass, being rushed, comes near side, gets away from pressure, throw to the near side, let a diving catch by Lysecki at the 46-yard line. Again, the Tigers avoid disaster. A big rush. Akala avoids the pass rush, then throws off his back foot, and Lysecki comes back to make the catch at the Logan, or at the Marshfield 46, about 1 yard shy of that first down.
Sometimes a quarterback has to know when you just have to eat it and take the sack. Akala got a little lucky there. He threw it up there. Lysecki came back and helped him out and made a nice play on that dying quail near the sideline, but there was also a La Crosse Logan player right nearby that throw too. It hung up in the air. I thought that was going to go the other way for a pick six there in a minute, and for a moment there.
6th catch this year for Lysecki. He brings the ball close enough to the first down marker to warrant a measurement. Tigers appear to be short by about maybe half a yard. 3rd and about 1 for the Tigers at their own 46-yard line. Akala got up rather slowly after taking the hit after he released the football, and so he's probably quite happy he gets this break while they measure for that first down. He's at the sidelines right now discussing a new play with Coach Gadel, and now he and Lutz come back in the ball game.
Limping just a little bit as he comes back on the field. He was falling backward and took a shot right in the chest and got dumped on his backside. Probably a little wind knocked out of him there too.
And here's a 3rd and 1 for the Tigers at their own 46. Lutz and Lenz in the eye. Lenz checking for the proper play. Now we're set. The handoff, Lutz into that hole, and he stopped around the 48. Should have the first down with that tough run straight ahead, right behind Tiger center Brian Ott.
Pretty generous mark there by the official on this near sideline. They're giving him a real good mark. He had the first down by a good yard.
Yep, gets the first down, runs for 2. 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 48. 7.5 remaining, 2nd quarter. Marshfield leads this ball game 14-0. First round playoff game here at Logan High School in La Crosse. Johnson flanked to the far side. Danzig wide near side. High backfield behind Akala. Luke might be changing something here. Yells something out to a couple of his teammates. Hands the ball to Scheckelman. Tries that left side. Not much there. He'll be stopped after a short gain. Maybe to the 49. That's about it for Paul.
They've been moving this Egan kid, this 6'5", 290-pounder, back and forth to the, looks like the tight end side of the Tiger formation, or the strong side. That time he was at right tackle. The previous time he was at the play on the near side over here, and that ball was run right at him. Although he didn't make the tackle, he stuffed the blocker back into the play.
And the Tigers now face with 2nd and 9 at their own 49. Johnson flanked far side, Danzig wide near side. Lutz and Lenz in the eye. Akala wants to throw the football and tosses far sideline. Lutz at the 50-yard line, goes down right there, upended at the Logan 49-yard line. Bobbled the football, so he had to stay there and make sure he had the reception. By the time he made the catch on the deflection, he was an easy target for a Logan defensive back. He only gains 2 yards on that pass play.
Good pass rush again in on Akala. He had to retreat again, throwing that ball, retreating somewhat, and that ball hung a little bit. Lutz had to wait for it and got hit just as the ball got there.
It's a 3rd and 7 for the Tigers at the Logan 49. Wideouts on both sides, and Akala is in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Fades to pass. Here comes a middle screen. Grabbed by Lutz at the 45-yard line. To the 40. Cuts outside. 35 to the 30-yard line to the 29. Stopped right there. Tigers pick up a first down.
Great call. The Crosse has been selling out. Nobody in that defensive line has been staying home on the rush. They've been sending some linebackers. Great call to slow down that rush.
20 yards on that pass play. Arnie Peck down on the sidelines with our Festival Food sideline microphone.
I'll throw in a great block by Brett Bauer on there and come back to me in a couple of minutes for some more scores.
20 yards on the pass play to Lutz. 1st and 10 Tigers at the Logan 29. From the eye, it's Lutz again, straight ahead to the 25-yard line. Fights his way to the 20, maybe the 21, but picks up about 8 on that run.
I think one of the reasons that we're seeing Lutz get the ball some here is that, first of all, he is a decent runner, but this Logan team has been penetrating. They're coming across the line, and I know Coach Lutke and this Marshfield staff have always liked that fullback pop up the middle, the trap or the quick burst up the middle, and therefore Lutz getting the football some here.
Josh ran for 18 yards against Logan in this playoff game last year. 2nd and 1 Tigers at the Logan 20-yard line. Lutz and Schuckelman in the eye, slot to the far side. Hackela to throw the football, has time, now lobs it far sideline. Johnson behind the defense goes up, and the ball's grabbed by Ben, but he's out of bounds, just outside the end zone, outside the sideline. Made a nice catch, but apparently came down out of bounds, and the pass is going to be ruled incomplete. Arnie Peck was right there to view that one, Arnie.
His knees came down first, and they came down on the chalk line, and the referee, with no hesitation there, made the call. Here are some quick scores. Marathon 14-0 over Necedah. Colby 14-0 over Stratford. Those are middle second quarter. Florence 14, Athens nothing, and Edgar 15-0 over Newman just into the second quarter.
All right, Arnie, thank you very much. It's a 3rd down play for the Tigers. 3rd and 1 Marshfield at the Logan 20. Logan doing some stunting here. Hackela will give to Lenz. He has the 1st down and more to the near sideline. Stopped right around the 15-yard line. Went one-on-one with Winslow, and Winslow knocks him down right on the 15. But a gain of 5 and a Tiger 1st down.
Got the 1st down. Could have been a little bit more if we'd have got just a little better block from a receiver downfield on that play.
Nonetheless, the Tigers have a 1st down at the Logan 15. Now 4.5 remaining in the second quarter. Marshfield leads 14-0. This drive began on the Tiger 27. This is the 11th play in this drive. And so the Tigers playing some ball control football here in the second quarter. Hackela in the shotgun. Danzig near side. 2 men on the far side. Luke looks to throw the football. Going deep to the far sideline, looking for Lysecki. The ball's intercepted, I believe, by Winslow. However, he overthrew Lysecki, and Winslow comes back, makes the pass interception, and that should give Logan the football, although we do have a penalty down as well.
Yeah, then the official just mentioned holding on holding on the Tigers.
And so the Tigers with their 2nd turnover of this ball game. Hackela has now thrown 2 pass interceptions in this contest, and an 11-play Tiger drive stalls out. Logan gets the football back at their own 20-yard line.
You could see that ball was going to be picked when it went to the air. I wonder if the Tiger receiver kind of broke a little too far to the outside and didn't really run that fade to the corner like he was supposed to there.
Logan football on their own 20. They're down 14-0. On 1st down, pitch to Guggenbiel to the near sideline. Actually, Cody Wilson pushed a Logan blocker back into Guggenbiel and knocked him down about the 23.
What does Cody do when it's not a Friday night? I mean, does he go up and down Central Avenue and run into trucks and cars and holy mackerel? I'm sorry to make noises during your call here, but I got to. Wilson went up there and took out the fullback and just jolted him.
And that created the tackle on the play. 2nd and 7, Logan at their own 23. High backfield. The quarterback is the sophomore Kubi. Takes the snap, back to pass, throws far side. The ball is caught by Erickson at the 30-yard line, dives across to the 31. Franzine makes the catch right there. That will give Logan a 1st down.
Good pass protection there by Logan. A nice pitch, nice catch, but a good recovery by the Tiger defense. Yeah, they got the 1st down, but the main thing is okay, he caught the ball. He got his 7 or 8 yards, but stop it right there, which the Tigers did.
1st down for Logan at their own 31. Now 3:15 left in the second quarter. Marshfield leads this ball game 14-0. Winslow near side, wide out far side. In fact, a slot on the far side. Kubi in the shotgun. Gets the snap, looks far side, pump fakes, being rushed down by Riggy, throws near sideline and dropped by Jorgensen before he's slammed down by Krogel. Boy, here's Dylan Riggy chasing you down. Man, that's got to be rather discomforting for that sophomore quarterback Kubi, but Dylan was in there providing some pretty good pressure.
I'm sorry, Gene, but Kubi turned around. He made a pump fake, and it looked like it was going to be a Statue of Liberty. And he turned around, and here comes Reggie just all over him. And Kubi just kind of got rid of the ball and flipped it to the outside. He got jacked. I can't imagine what I would have thought as I see this guy coming at me, 340 pounds or whatever he weighs. I'd get rid of it too. I'd run the other direction. I'd run for a safety.
2nd and 10, Logan at their own 31. From the eye, Winslow in motion. Kubi pitches to the near side to Orcutt to the 35-yard line, takes a hit from Franzine at the 40, goes down right there.
Nice block out here by a Logan player. Also to help spring him on that one, that was Abicht who got out here and made a nice block to allow the runner to cut up the field.
That will give Logan a first down at their own 41. Now 2:50 remaining. Second quarter, Tigers lead 14-0. What you don't want to see here, Dale, is you've thoroughly outplayed this ball club in the first half. Now they come down and score. Yeah. Now it's 14-7 at halftime.
Yeah, let him back in it. Better yet, we need a turnover here.
High formation, Kubi back to pass. He lobs it far sideline, a low throw, and the diving catch made by Winslow, who's ruled down on the 47-yard line. He gained 6 on that pass play.
Just a little bit of a quick stop pass. Kubi going back, just releasing the ball very quickly after about a 3-step drop to the outside.
Logan seems to be getting better pass protection on this series. Kubi has been sacked twice, both by Coranda tonight. 2nd and 4 for Logan at their own 47. Winslow wide near side. Kubi in the shotgun. 2 receivers far side. Winslow now goes through in motion. And all sorts of confusion about 2 guys on the far side leave a count early.
Canadian football there. Too many guys going in motion at the same time. That's going to be 5 yards coming the other way, a legal procedure.
Legal procedure call against Crosse. Logan. Ball comes back to the 42-yard line. Stay with us during our post-game report for the collision of the game, a service of Arts Body Shop. And if you're involved in a collision, take your car to Arts Body Shop, 1702 Roddus Avenue in Marshfield. Ball's back at the 42-yard line, and let's check in with Arnie Peck once again.
The big guy jumped Egan that time out of his stance, and you don't want to let him score here because second half they get the ball.
2nd and 9 for Logan. Ball's back at their own 42-yard line. Kubi under center, eye backfield. And he'll roll to the near sideline, wants to pass. Heeg in pursuit, stops, gets outside of Krogel, heads for that sideline, taken down by Krogel right on the 41-yard line. The fans want an illegal hit there, a late hit by Krogel, but he got him as he was going out of bounds. Back at the 41-yard line. That's a loss of 1, in fact a loss of 2. Ball's going back, right to the 41, so that really should be a quarterback sack for Krogel. And our sacks once again a service of Quality Roofing. Defend your property against Mother Nature's hard drives with a commercial roofing system from Quality Roofing of Marshfield. That's the Tigers' 3rd quarterback sack of the night. 3rd and 10 for Logan. They have the football now at their own 41-yard line. 90 seconds in the period. Kubi in the shotgun, back to pass, throws near sideline low for Winslow. Dives, makes the catch at the Logan 49, about 2 yards shy of the first down marker.
Right now, Logan doing a nice job on the short pass, but the Tigers also keeping these gains to a minimum. Just got to watch out for that down the field. Go ahead, Gene.
And the Tigers want to take a timeout here to force a punt on 4th and 2 at the 49-yard line. Marshfield's 2nd timeout of the first half. 1:23 remaining in the second quarter, and the Tigers on top, 14-0. We'll come back to La Crosse in just a moment.
My nerves stand on end. My palms sweat, and everything's a blur. The rush is so intense. All I want to do is get even higher.
Andrea Moretti is under the influence of her local teen center volunteer. Each month, she helps Andrea stay on top of the world and off drugs. Be a coach, a mentor, a volunteer, because you have something to offer.
Tigers take a timeout. They want to force a punt. It's 4th and 2 for Logan at their own 49-yard line. And Trevor Jorgensen will kick for Logan. Ryan Danzik, who's returned 2 punts for touchdowns this season, back in single safety. His 25-yard line.
Tigers are going to set up a wall to the far side towards their bench here, it looks like.
Good snap back to Jorgensen. He runs with the football, heads for the far sideline, tries to turn the corner, grabbed by Haig, then takes a big hit and knocked out of bounds inside the 50-yard line. He did not get the first down.
He took a big hit. I don't know, was that Peterson?
I don't know. Maybe Arnie Peck saw it. He got there first, and a second man came over and completed the play. Arnie, did you see that one?
Take a guess, guys. It was Wilson. The man who made the play, though, was Haig, stretching it out, would not let him get around that corner. And here you go. You're in business just 40-some yards away.
Tigers have the football as they turn aside the fake punt attempt by Logan. 1st and 10 for Marshfield at the Logan 49. 1:15 remaining in the second quarter, and Marshfield leading 14-0.
Johnson is one-on-one out here all by himself on this near sidelines.
Johnson near side, Danzig far side, I backfield. Akala on the draw to Lenz. Not much there. Gets away from tacklers, though. Gets inside the 45. Spins inside the 40 to about the 39-yard line. Good
Very
second
nice
effort for Lenz there.
Yeah, because he actually got hit near the line of scrimmage and spun off that and went to his left and got a first down there. I'm kind of surprised that Logan doesn't have some maybe cover 2 back here with guys playing a little deeper in this situation. They're awful tight to the line of scrimmage with only a minute left.
Jake got 12, 1st and 10 Tigers. Logan 37, 60 seconds in the period. Akala looks to pass the ball, coming near side to Johnson. He spins away from a tackler at the 30 to the 25-yard line. On his feet, ridden out of bounds around the 24, and a flag goes down as well, as we could have a horse collar play on this call.
That flag thrown by the official that was in the defensive secondary, the back judge, coming up.
Johnson with 14 yards on that pass play. That's 19 catches for Ben this year, and more yardage might be tacked on. It's a face mask call. It's a face mask violation against Logan, and so yardage will be added. The Tigers should have the football here inside the 20, perhaps inside the 15. Let's see if Arnie Peck had a good view of that one.
I had a perfect view of it, and yes, he used the face mask to complete the tackle, and the official upfield had no question about it. He threw that flag about 15 yards.
It's the 5-yard variety, so the ball's now placed on the Logan 18. 51 seconds remaining, second quarter. Tigers have the lead, 14-0, but a first down at the Logan 18. Danzig and Johnson wide far side. Handoff to Lutz straight ahead inside the 15-yard line, inside the 10, fighting his way down to the 9-yard line.
Running hard, bouncing off that Egan kid at the line of scrimmage, spinning off of him, hitting a linebacker about 4 yards down, almost running over a secondary man and getting into the end zone. Nice run there by Lutz.
Clock down to 30 seconds. 2nd and 2 Tigers. Logan 10-yard line. I backfield. Akala takes the snap. Back to pass, looking in the end zone, tossing a man wide open. That's Ben Johnson there, goes up and grabs the football, but it's knocked away by Winslow. That ball really hung up, and Winslow was able to come back and knock that ball away from Johnson before Ben could receive it. It's an incomplete pass.
Again, Akala not able, or at least he didn't step into his throw, kind of flipped that one up in the air kind of high, and it hung and gave the Logan player enough time to get back and make contact, because both of us, I think we saw Johnson, I think the Logan crowd did too, was standing wide open in the end zone.
And that ball just seemed to hang there, just never get there.
Forever.
It's a 3rd and 2 for the Tigers at the Logan 10, 17 seconds before halftime. Tigers have 1 timeout remaining. From the I formation, fake handoff, Akala rolls far side, looking, tossing to Lutz inside the 10-yard line, inside the 5, near the goal line. He's ridden out of bounds inside the 5, and he will have the first down at about the Logan 3 with 10 seconds remaining in the half.
Yep, more importantly, he was also able to get out of bounds, stop the clock with 10.2.
We'll see exactly where they spot the football. Looks like about the 2-yard line, so Lutz gains 8 yards on that pass play. A 1st and goal for the Tigers at the Logan 2-yard line. 10 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Marshfield leading 14-0. Looks like the officials will stop play here. We're going to have a timeout. It looks like Logan will take a timeout. This is their second timeout of the first half. 10 seconds remaining in the second quarter, and our score is Marshfield 14, La Crosse Logan nothing. We'll return to La Crosse following this message.
I'm tall enough to reach the light switches. I'm big enough to brush my teeth by myself. I'm the tallest kid in my class. I haven't worn diapers in years. I'm much less likely to vomit at random now. My cups don't have lids anymore. Mine either. I'm getting pretty big. But to help me survive a car crash, I still need you to give me a boost.
Until they're 4'9", use a booster seat in the car and don't let them down.
Great scoring chance for Marshfield. Tigers have been dominant so far tonight. Let's see how they play this. Danza comes out wide to the near side. Johnson far side. I backfield. Hakala under center. Luke turns, looks to throw across the middle. The catch made by Maxinowski. He's in there for the touchdown.
Just a little tight end pop pass over the middle. You fake it to Lutz on a dive off left tackle. Hakala pulls the ball out, and Maxinowski releases. Touchdown, just drawing those linebackers in.
Second touchdown pass this year to Seth Maxinowski. 6-play, 49-yard touchdown drive for the Tigers, who take advantage of the missed opportunity, the missed fake punt to score with only 5 seconds remaining before halftime. Now Jordan Coranda comes on to attempt to kick the PAT. Ball is down. Jordan's kick is on the way. Fading to the far side, and the kick is no good. It's outside the far upright. The kick is no good. Jordan Coranda doing a great job on PATs. 39 on PAT tries, but he does miss that one. Just go ahead, Dale.
Shorter soccer-style goalpost there. And by that, I mean they have the soccer grid that goes across in short goalposts. And that ball was actually very close to that left upright.
Our PATs, a service of Wheelers of Marshfield, make it a point to see them for an oil change every 3,000 miles. Now 5 seconds remaining before halftime, and the Marshfield Tigers lead Lacrosse Logan 20-0. And our kickoff here, a service of Rail Transport of Marshfield, the Take Home More, Be Home More carrier. Experience the power of red from Rail Transport of Marshfield. Jordan Coranda kicking off once again, just 5 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Erickson and Orcutt back in deep safety for Lacrosse Logan. The kick by Coranda. He drives one down the middle, grabbed by an up man at the 30-yard line. He'll cross the 35, out across the 40-yard line, taken out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. An interior lineman had the football on that play. Looks like that was Phil Hartfield, the center, who carries out to the 48-yard line. 0.3 of a second remaining in the second quarter. And so Logan does have time to run one play from their own 48-yard line.
Linemen get a kick out of it when they get to run the ball. And so, well, of course, the center touches the ball on offense every play, but play an entire career and never touch the ball in a ball sport.
Erickson and Winslow to the far side. Logan football at their own 48, 0.3 of a second remaining in the second quarter. See if Kubi heaves the ball down the field. High backfield. Now the ball is set for play, and Kubi hands off to Guggenbiel straight ahead for about 4 yards, and that play ends the first half of football here at Swanson Field in Lacrosse. A very dominant showing by the Marshfield Tigers in this first half of football. By the way, Hiller's True Value Hardware and Just Ask Rental on South Central Avenue in Marshfield invites everyone to the Marshfield High School Drama Department's presentation of The Curious Savage, coming up November 7th and Sunday, November 8th at the Marshfield High School Auditorium. Great job by Mr. Bittrick once again. Another fine production, I'm sure. That's again coming up November 7th and 8th at Marshfield High School. You're listening to Marshfield Tiger football on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield. Ryan Berg is our producer this evening, along with Dale Yukaitis and Arnie Peck. I'm Gene Delisio. We are at halftime of this WIAA Division II playoff opener between the Marshfield Tigers and Lacrosse Logan. And our halftime score is Marshfield 20 and Logan nothing. We'll return with our halftime program following these messages. WIAA playoff football tonight in La Crosse. Marshfield and La Crosse Logan meeting in their playoff opener for the second consecutive year. Here at the halftime break, the Tigers on top by a score of 20-0.
Gene, let's see if the Tigers can come out here and be just as hungry and physical in the second half now with the 20-0 lead. We've seen them in a couple of ball games relax a little bit in the second half, but they are the more dominant team thus far in this game. They just need to keep the foot on the gas pedal here in the second half. Boy, that third touchdown real big just before the half, because don't you get the impression that this Guggenbuehl and maybe Orcutt, these guys have some pretty good wheels, and they're dangerous.
Speed. Yeah, they are. And that almost forces Logan into a passing game, which they have that sophomore quarterback. He's taken some punishment so far tonight, so that may not be the situation they want to be in. Jordan Correnda kicking off for Marshfield to begin the third quarter. Here's a long kick towards the far side, and Erickson on his own 12 up the sideline to the 20 and out to near the 25-yard line and leveled right there. Williams is there. Kyle Williams makes that hit with one or two other Tiger ball players, and Logan puts the ball in play at their own 25-yard line. Logan quarterbacked by sophomore Vince Kuby, who has had a rugged night for La Crosse Logan so far.
Tigers have done a nice job when Logan has completed passes of just making sure that there's no run after the catch. That's been a factor as well.
Winslow wide far side, Erickson wide near side, I backfield on first down. Guggenbuehl off tackle, he lowers his shoulder and runs into Hazerote and Wilson at the 26-yard line. Looked like he was rather tentative going into that hole. Gains 1 yard on the play.
Not a real big hole there, and Haseroth doing a nice job sliding out from his inside position to submarine Guggenbuehl on that play. Very nice form tackle.
2nd and 9 for Logan at their own 26-yard line. Here's Erickson to the near side. Winslow joins him. Orcutt a wing on the near side. Kuby in the shotgun. Guggenbuehl next to him. And a man, Winslow, starts across the line in a count early. Kuby went to a hard count that time, and Winslow was fooled. He fooled his own man. Winslow takes an extra step, and that cost the Rangers 5 yards.
They've had some turnovers tonight. They've had some mistakes with going in motion, and here we are at the end of the season in playoffs. You don't expect to see that, but a little lack of concentration in the red jerseys right now.
Each team with 2 turnovers this evening. Ball's back at the 21. 2nd and 14. Kuby in the shotgun again. Gets the snap. Looks to throw to the near sideline. Nobody there. Threw the ball behind Winslow, who did a post pattern, and I think Kuby expected an out on that play, and Winslow ran right by the football.
Well, Winslow jumped on one play, and then he was flying down the sideline, and the ball thrown behind him. Somebody miscued there, either the quarterback or receiver.
And Logan now has a 3rd and long, 3rd and 14 at their own 21-yard line. Logan 8-1. Heading into this ball game, their only loss against conference foe Holman in week 4. Holman also is in the Division II playoffs, playing Menominee tonight. Kuby in the shotgun on 3rd and 14. Orcutt, the fullback, comes in motion, and there's a whistle, and a flag goes down. I believe a false start against Logan again.
Peterson pointing to the right side of that offensive line for Logan.
Boy, 2 illegal false starts against Logan on this drive. Ball's back at the 16. It's 3rd and 19. This is probably not the way the coaching staff diagrammed this first series of the second half.
Come out of half, let's go get them. You know, we're still in this ball game, and then you just kind of misfire.
Yep.
And you know, some of that's caused just by the physical play of the Tigers. These guys from Logan right now, you know, they're just still jumpy out there. They've been getting hit pretty good, but they're still a dangerous football team.
High backfield on 3rd and 19, and Kuby will pitch it to Guggenbuehl to the near side across the 25, across the 30-yard line, and pulled down near the 35. He'll be close to a first down with that run.
Yep, don't see Franzine miss too many tackles. That time he was grabbing some turf. He went down low and came up with nothing there, and credit Guggenbuehl with a very nice run. You see, if he does get out in the open, he could break one. He's got some pretty good wheels.
Well, they needed 19. He got about 19, but they still may be short by less than a yard. Looks like they are. They're going to spot the ball shy of the 35, and they have to cross the 35 for the first down. So it's 4th and less than 1 for Logan at their own 35, and they'll go for it.
Watch the cadence play here.
Jorgensen comes into play quarterback, takes it himself, and gets stopped. Let's see where they spot the football. I think they're going to give him a cross to 35, which would be the first down, but not by much. The official spots the ball just across the 35, and that's all he really needed. That will be the first down for Logan.
Very close.
Trent Jorgensen came into play quarterback on that play and got the several inches that they need for the first down. A first down for Logan at their own 35, and so they convert on 3rd and 19. 10:20 remaining in the third quarter. Marshfield leading this ball game 20-0. Kubi back into play quarterback. 2 receivers on the near side. Winslow goes through in motion. And Kubi will fake the handoff, back to pass, lobs it deep down the middle. It's intercepted by Franzine at the 45. Up the far sideline to midfield to the Logan 45. Breaking tackles to the 40. The 35-yard line, finally pulled down at the Logan 30. Luke Franzine, or Joel Franzine, with the pass interception, his 4th of the year. And the Tigers have the ball back inside Logan territory, the 3rd Tiger takeaway in this ball game.
Well, Kubi, the sophomore quarterback, saw a big rush coming up the middle, and one of those guys getting through there was Peterson, and he just unloaded that ball early and just kind of jettisoned that ball right over the middle.
And the Tigers in great field position, 1st and 10 for Marshfield at the Logan 30-yard line, 9:55 remaining, third quarter. Marshfield on top in this ball game, 20-0. Wideouts on both sides. Akala back to pass on first down. Lots of time. Lobs it deep down the near sideline. Johnson open, makes a diving catch at the goal line, and he's going to be ruled down inside the 1-yard line. A great diving catch by Ben Johnson. 1st and goal, Tigers inside the 1.
Single coverage out here again. Went down the sidelines, faked towards the post, and then back out towards the corner. Akala throwing the ball away from the safety. You can tell these guys have put in a lot of work together. Johnson with a nice catch, hanging on, also right at the goal line.
Let's quickly check in with Ernie Peck. Ernie?
How demoralizing could this be to Logan to have a drive finally go and make that long first down run, and now they look like they're going to give up 6 right here.
It's 1st and goal, Tigers inside the Logan 1-yard line. Lutz and Lenz in the eye. The handoff goes to Lenz, a big hole straight ahead, and he dives a second effort into the end zone for the touchdown.
He was hit at the line of scrimmage, but really determined, spun off. The Logan player's not wrapping up at the line of scrimmage, and Lutz not taking that. He's just right over the goal line there for that touchdown.
And so the interception by Joel Franzine leads to a Tiger score. The second time they've scored off of a Logan turnover in this ball game. It's a 2-play, 30-yard scoring drive for the Tigers, who now lead 26-0. Here's Jordan Caranda back in to attempt the PAT. Scheckelman the holder. Ball is down, kick is away. This kick is up and it is through. Our PATs, a service of Wheelers of Marshfield, where their service department is open Saturdays between 7:30 and 6. We now have 9:22 remaining in the third quarter, and our score is Marshfield 27, La Crosse Logan nothing. We'll report back with more football action in just a moment.
Mom!
What?
You can't find Ichabod.
What?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you.
Marshfield Tigers expand their lead. They're now up 27-0. The kick by Caranda, a very long kick. And Erickson back at the 2-yard line, drops the football, picks it back up, crosses the 15-yard line. Dan Stanley hits him and takes him out of bounds right around the 17.
Again, Stanley doing a very nice job keeping his outside responsibility on kickoff coverage there. He had a man blocking him, but Stanley was able to keep that outside arm free and outside leverage, and then just pushing the running back or the returner out of bounds.
Kind of amazing, Dale, in recent weeks how many times we see the Tigers fight off blocks to make tackles.
It's okay to get blocked. You got to get off a block if you want to be a good football player. A.J. Hawk finally did it for the Packers last week.
Logan football on their own 18. 1st and 10. Kubi in the shotgun. Maybe changing the play and wants a timeout. Something he didn't like, so Logan will use a timeout, their first of the second half, with 9:15 remaining in the third quarter. And our score, Marshfield 27, Lacrosse Logan nothing. We'll return right after this. Marshfield Tigers in command, leading 27-0. 9:16 remaining in quarter number 3. You're listening to Tiger Football on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield. Our producer is Ryan Berg. Odelia Kaitis and Arnie Peck. I'm Gene Delisio. Kubi in the shotgun for Logan on 1st and 10. Gets the snap, throws far side, quick screen to Winslow along the far sideline. Hit by Wilson, spins away from Cody, tries to reverse his field and coming to the near sideline, still on his feet at the 15-yard line, then grabbed from behind and pulled down, but stays on his feet, and finally grabbed by about 4 Tigers and knocked down at the line of scrimmage. After all that play went for no yards.
Gain about 75 yards to the right or whatever it is across the field, 50 yards across the field, another 35 yards coming back the other way. Arnie Peck was going to make a tackle on him. I think he saw Arnie and he decided, I'm not going over there.
I just got out of the way. Update down the road, 28-15 right now, and that's in favor of Lacrosse Central.
That's in that Division II contest against Intego. The winner plays the winner of this ball game on Saturday. 2nd and 10, Logan at their own 18. 2 receivers near side, Kubi in the shotgun. Orcutt comes in motion, stops. Here's the inside handoff to Guggenbiel to the near side, slides across the 20 to the 21 and grabbed there by Hazerote. Stopped after a gain of about 4.
Krogel with a nice job in his defensive end spot, also didn't make the tackle, but he took the man that was on him and jammed him and narrowed that hole, which made it easier for a linebacker to come over and fill that hole.
When you talk about reasons why this Tiger team has played so well, boy, having really strong defensive ends just does so much for your defensive crew, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Not only strong physically, but these guys can run, they can cover the pass as well.
It's 3rd and 6 for Logan at their own 22-yard line. Kubi back in the shotgun. Gets the snap, fades the pass, has time, goes deep down the far sideline, and Lipke has the ball taken away by Winslow. Headed down the far sideline, grabbed by Williams, and Lipke gets away again, carries inside the 25, and gang tackled at the Marshfield 21-yard line. There's the biggest play of the night for Lacrosse Logan as Kenny Winslow makes the catch on that fly pattern down the far sideline, carries it all the way down to the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 67 yards and a first down for Lacrosse Logan.
Almost
57 yards, my mistake, 57 yards on that play.
Yeah, Lacrosse only had 87 yards in the whole first half.
And that gives Logan a first down at the Marshfield 21. Marshfield still leads 27-0 with 7:10 remaining in the third quarter. One of the few times tonight Logan's had the ball inside Marshfield territory. 3 receivers come to the near side for Logan. Kubi up under center. Gets the snap, back to pass again, near sideline, throws to Winslow at the 25-yard line, inside the 20, then run down by Hazerote inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Boy, this Kenny Winslow real quick, and Logan trying to get the ball into his hands as often as possible, but stopped after a gain of 2 on that play.
Pretty strong, too. We saw him run through a couple tackles on that play where he was going back and forth across the field, also on that long pass play.
2nd and 8 now for Logan at the Tiger 19-yard line. Winslow had a 59-yard touchdown catch against Aquinas a few weeks ago, so he can make the big play. He comes wide the near side, along with Trevor Jorgensen. Erickson wide far side. I backfield. Kubi on the draw to Guggenbiel. Hit by Coranda, stopped for no gain. Jordan Coranda right there to make the hit on that draw play. In fact, Guggenbiel will lose a yard on the carry.
Boy, when you have a nose guard that has the combination of quickness as well as strength in there, that's just a center's nightmare. And if you're pushing that center back into the backfield, that just makes it so difficult for an offense to run any kind of a running game. It just cuts down all the running lanes.
Coranda 6'2", 204, senior, 2-year starter. Has 2 sacks tonight, giving him 6.5 for the year. 3rd and 9, Logan at the Tiger 20-yard line from the I backfield. Winslow goes in motion. Kubi pitches to Guggenbiel, bobbles it, picks it back up, hits the 20-yard line, then gets knocked down at the 19. Once again, Wilson right there, and Hazeroat as well. They combine on the stop after a gain of 2.
We don't keep tackles, but boy, I tell you, you called Hazeroat's number a lot tonight.
Yeah, the last few weeks, more and more of that good young linebacker duo, Hazeroat and Youngblood, both doing a great job for this Tiger ball club. Hazeroat just a junior, Youngblood a senior, but Hazeroat one of the few underclassmen to break this Tiger lineup. Big play right here, 4th and 7 for Logan at the Tiger 18-yard line. Kubi in the shotgun. Gets the snap, fakes to the far side, now stops, starts to run, stops again, lobs it down the far sideline, and the ball is grabbed by Winslow, and he gets in the end zone for the touchdown. Winslow and Wilson fighting for the football, and Winslow comes away with it and scores for Logan.
Cody Wilson pretty upset down there, thought that there was a lot of contact. I think there was a lot of hand-to-hand contact by both players on the play.
Now that caps a 7-play, 82-yard scoring drive for Lacrosse Logan. And they're on the scoreboard for the first time in this ball game. Vince Kubi throwing the 18-yard touchdown pass to Kenny Winslow. Now Don Greengrass on the PAT try. Kick is away. The kick is blocked. PAT attempt is blocked. The kick is no good. And so that stops action with 4:43 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Our PAT's a service of Wheelers of Marshfield. If you need that extra car, see their great line of certified used vehicles. Our score now, Marshfield 27, Lacrosse Logan 6. We'll come back for more football following these messages.
My pot of gold, your daddy's little girl, till heaven home.
It's easy to tell if you've had way too many. But what if you've had just one too many? Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Lacrosse Logan on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. The Rangers trail 27-6. Let's get a quick update from Arnie Peck. Arnie?
Yes, Cody Wilson more than angry with that last play. The coaches on the sideline had to calm him down a little bit because it looked like for every bit that it was offensive interference. Let me give you some scoring updates here. Late 3rd quarter, minute left, Marathon 34-6 over Necedah. It is Athens coming back from a 14-0 deficit to now lead Florence 21-14 late 3rd quarter. And 3rd quarter just about over in Colby. Colby 27, Stratford nothing.
And our out-of-town updates, a service of Marshfield Bus Service. If you're planning a trip, get out of town with Marshfield Bus Service. Greengrass now kicking off for Lacrosse Logan.
Be surprised with an onside kick.
Well, he's booting it down the field, end over end kick. And Danzig on the 7-yard line, coming to the near side. 15, 20, sees an alley, crosses the 25, stays on his feet at the 35, in the clear, and Danzig might go. He's at the Logan 40, 30, 20, the 10, the 5, and Ryan Danzig all the way for a Tiger touchdown.
Whew, if I've got my block of the game, there was a Tiger player there. I got to get his number here. That was Jake Lysecki that was in the middle of that wedge in the middle, and he just leveled a Logan player. And one of the key blocks on that play. And Tigers special teams doing it now for the Tigers. They're operating on all cylinders tonight.
Ryan Danzig's kick return, a 93-yarder.
Wow.
Ryan's now had 2 punt returns and a kick return for a touchdown for the Marshfield Tigers this year. The Tigers now lead this ball game 33-6.
There were a lot of good blocks in that wedge, but Lysekis was a deep cleater.
And if that really is 93 yards, that will tie a Tiger record for longest kick return set several years ago by Jake Heyer. Jordan Caranda's PAT try is blocked, so the PAT try is unsuccessful, but Ryan Danzig with a 93-yard kickoff return, tying the record for longest kick return in a ball game by the Tigers. The previous record, 2006, Jake Heyer returned to kick 93 yards for a score. So play is stopped with 4:26 remaining in the third quarter. Our score now is Marshfield 33 and Crosse Logan 6. We'll come right back with more football in just a moment.
You're so lost. No, I am not, man. Dude, it's on my phone. Oh, the road. Whoa. Okay.
How would you like to save your life from an ugly or reckless driving death? Don't answer yet. There's more. Act now by slowing down, and we'll guarantee you complete satisfaction.
That's awesome!
In the real world, there is no spokesperson to prevent reckless driving. There's only you. Speak up.
Whoa, Andy, slow down.
Here's the kickoff by Jordan Caranda, end over end kick. Grabbed by Erickson right on the 10-yard line, across the 20 to the 25, trying to get outside, can't get there, pulled down around the 24-yard line. By the way, the last Marshfield kick return for a touchdown was by Ryan Danzig, who returned one 80 yards against Medford last season. So Ryan Danzig now has 2 kick returns for touchdown in his Tiger career, 2 punt returns for touchdown, both coming this season.
I'd like to give some of those, well, let's get it after this play when I talk about somebody on that kick coverage team. Go ahead, Gene.
Now the Marshfield Tigers now on top 33-6. Logan has the football on their own 25-yard line, 1st and 10. And Kubi back to pass, lobs far sideline, catch made by Winslow, covered quickly at the 29-yard line, brought down right there.
One of the Tiger players in coverage.
Now there's a late flag here, Dale.
Yeah, there is.
Flag just went flying. Hope Arnie's not in that area. He got called again. Been some problems with illegal brats on the sidelines, but hopefully that's not been an issue.
Illegal brats. Too much mustard.
That's right. Kind of oozes out on the playing field.
Geez, I hate that when that happens.
Gets on the playing surface, and that can cause some difficulties. And anyway, your thoughts about that kick unit?
Kelvin Stauber doing a real nice job there, fending off his blocker. Didn't make the tackle, but he forced the ball carrier on that return to cut the oh boy, this is going back against the Logan.
Yeah. Back.
Somebody said a naughty word or something there.
Back inside, I think they're going to rule that the pass play to Winslow will stand for 5 yards, and then a
dead ball.
Yeah, unsportsmanlike conduct brings the ball back to the 15-yard line. So it's 2nd down, but now 2nd and 20 for Logan at their own 15-yard line. Vince Kubi, a sophomore, playing quarterback for Logan. And he'll pitch it to Guggenbiel coming to the near sideline. Tigers string this one out. He gets outside of Stanley, but then Wilson runs him down around the 15-yard line.
Tigers do a nice job on some of those outside plays, learning to dip that inside shoulder and slide under a blocker.
Yep.
There's a little bit of chippiness going on on the field here now, downfield between some of the players. I don't know, Logan players not real happy about what's going on the scoreboard here tonight.
No gain on that last play, so 3rd and 15 for Logan. In fact, 3rd and 20 for Logan at their own 15-yard line. Vince Kubi, the sophomore quarterback, getting an education tonight. He's thrown for 342 yards and 6 touchdowns this year. That's a man with an unpublished number. Carries out to the 27-yard line, about 8 yards shy of the first down.
Unlisted numbers.
Yeah.
Boy.
Pretty exclusive program.
Yeah, I guess so.
So it's 4th and 8 for Logan at their own 27-yard line. And Logan to punt once again. Well, Kubi coming back on the field. They might go for it.
Taking forever.
Yeah, 4th and 8 for Logan at their own 27. And the officials step in. They may get a timeout here by Logan.
Marshfield called it, I guess. Wow.
They're signaling timeout Marshfield. So timeout Marshfield, 2:52 remaining in the third quarter. The Tigers lead this ball game 33-6. We'll come back to La Crosse in just a moment.
Fruit. What a tasty treat. Fruits packed with potassium and other nutrients can help keep your heart pumping strong during the game. And they give you energy back so you can take on the next activity. Can your food do that? Run, throw, think, eat better. Find out more at smallstep.gov.
Ball's on the 27-yard line. Understand that last pass was caught by DeAndre LaRoche. He's number 45. Apparently had to change his number before the ball game, and so DeAndre Roach made that catch for Logan. 4th and 7 for the Rangers at their own 28. They're down by 27, and they will go for it. No use punting in a playoff game when you're down by 4 scores. 3 receivers wide to the near side. Kubi rolls near side, now stops, fakes the pass and throws down the near sideline into the Logan bench, incomplete. Some good pressure by the Tiger defensive line, led by Haig and Raggy on that play. And so La Crosse Logan gives the ball up on downs, and Marshfield takes over deep in Logan territory. Let's check in once again with Arnie Peck and our festival food sideline microphone.
Well, guys, you were right a little bit earlier about the chippiness going on, and the Tiger coaching staff trying to make sure the chippiness doesn't go both ways. 28-22 La Crosse Central over Anago, minute to go, third quarter.
Yeah, that game awfully tight. 1st and 10 Tigers at the Logan 28. Akala back to pass with time, going deep down the far sideline, looking for Danzig. Ball's tipped away, incomplete. Good job by Guggenbiel and by Erickson, double covering Danzig on that play. Got there in the end zone, knocked the ball down. It's incomplete.
Wouldn't be surprised to see the Tigers come back here to Johnson then on the other side, as Danzig is drawing double coverage and Johnson has single coverage out here, and he is going to be to the wide side of the field, way out to this near sideline.
2nd and 10 for Marshfield at the Logan 28. I backfield, handoff goes to Scheckelman, gets hit in the backfield and taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Pretty close to don't tackle your own man on that one. One of the Tiger linemen got tripped up and fell down in the hole.
Scheckelman might lose a yard on that play. Let's see where they spot it. Looks like right around the 28-yard line, so no gain on the carry. 3rd and 10 now for the Tigers at the Logan 28.
Only 15 yards tonight for Paul, 37 for Jake Lenz, 32 for Josh Lutz, but 130 yards passing for Akala.
We do have a penalty against the Tigers here. It's a holding call on Marshfield. The ball comes back to the 38-yard line. So it will be 2nd and 20 for the Tigers at the Logan 38. Danzig far side, Ben Johnson near side. Danzig only with 1 catch by our stats tonight. And Akala in the shotgun, back to pass. Here comes that middle screen to Lutz once again to the 35, breaks a tackle at the 30, dives down to about the 27. Good job by Josh Lutz, who has several catches in this ball game. 4 catches for Josh in this contest.
43 yards.
Yeah, that's
touchdown.
His best performance as a receiver in this season. His previous best, 4 for 23 against Stevens Point. Ball placed right on the 27-yard line. And so Josh gains 11 on that play. And it's 3rd and 9 for the Tigers at the Logan 27. Johnson coming to the near sideline with Lysecki. Danzig on the far side.
Johnson having to tie his shoe. Tigers taking their time to get this one off.
Akala in the shotgun, fades the pass. Here comes a safety blitz. He gets away, throws into the end zone looking for Danzig. He goes high in the air and snares it, I believe, and he comes down with the football for the touchdown.
Ball coverage. Ran up like a rebounder, took it away from Guggenbuhl and another fairly tall defender back there and just ripped the ball away at the back line of the end zone. It's another classic Ryan Danzig catch.
27-yard touchdown pass, a great catch by Danzig. His first touchdown catch of this ball game, his 10th of the year, 21st of his Tiger career, and that caps a 4-play, 28-yard scoring drive for the Tigers, who now lead 39-6. Again, Jordan Coranda in the ball game to kick the PAT. High snap, ball placed down by Scheckelman. Kick is on the way, and that kick is up and through. Our PATs, sponsored by Wheelers of Marshfield, stop by and see their all-new 2010 Chevy Camaro. We have 1:18 remaining in the third quarter, and now the Marshfield Tigers lead La Crosse Logan 40-6. We'll come back to La Crosse for more football following this message.
What'd she say?
She said whatever.
No, she says it all the time.
What's that?
Hello? I'm on the phone. Mom, I'm on the phone! Hello? I'm on the phone.
Who's this? It's me. I'm on the phone. Mom.
Oh, you're on the phone. All right.
Sorry.
Sorry. Anyway.
Who are you talking to? Kelly?
Mom.
All right.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you.
3 Marshfield Tiger touchdowns here in the second half, in the third quarter. And the Tigers now lead 40-6. Jordan Coranda kicking off once again. Our kickoffs sponsored by Rail Transport of Marshfield, the Take Home More, Be Home More carrier. Experience the power of red from Rail Transport of Marshfield. Coranda gets set. And the kick is on the way. High end over end kick. Erickson back on the 6-yard line, across the 20-yard line, heading outside, not going very far. Grabbed by Williams and Hazerote, and pulled down right around the 22-yard line. And the La Crosse Logan Rangers bring their offense back on the field.
There's music being played here between quarters, and the gentleman who was playing the music came out with "Eye of the Tiger." Didn't know that was a school song for Marshfield. Got a big cheer, standing ovation from about half the Marshfield fans over there on the other side.
Well, La Crosse Logan has the ball on their own 23. 1:10 remaining, third quarter. Tigers now lead by 34, so it's not quite a run clock situation. 2 receivers on the near side. Winslow goes in motion. Kubi back to pass the football to the near sideline, caught by Jorgensen. Hook and lateral back to Orcutt, who crosses the 35 to the 36 and stopped right there. Logan gets the first down, but the Tigers defends that play very well.
Did you see who was back on that tackle? Hasserolt again.
Yep.
All over the field tonight.
And another nice play. They gained 14 yards on the play. Arnie Peck on the sidelines once again as our Festival Food sideline microphone. Arnie?
La Crosse Central now 34-22, 11 minutes to go. Dale, look behind me. The sophomore boy is in the stands here with their shirts off, just like you.
No.
That's Dale's influence once again. First down for La Crosse Logan. Handoff goes to, it's kept by the quarterback, Kubi. He's decked back at the 25-yard line by Peterson.
Right. Peterson, Haig, 3 Tigers back there. Oh, was Reggie back there too on that one?
I think he was.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
That's the 4th quarterback sack by the Tiger defensive crew in this ball game, and that'll cost Logan about 10 yards. 4 quarterback sacks by Marshfield, the first 2 by Coranda, and Krogel had one earlier as well. So now 2nd and 20 for La Crosse Logan at the Marshfield, at their own 28-yard line. Final seconds of the third quarter, clock winding down. Eye backfield behind Kubi. They'll get this one off, but a flag goes down before the snap, and delay of game on Logan. With only 2 seconds remaining in the period.
Called by the umpire instead of the back judge.
Yep.
That's kind of interesting. The umpire being the guy behind the defensive line. Usually you see the back judge take care of that.
He forgot his clock tonight.
I guess so.
Ball's back at the 22, 2nd and very long. 2nd and 25 for Logan at their own 22. should be the final play of the period. Logan in an I formation. Kubi pitches to Guggenbiel to the near sideline, gets outside across the 25 to the 30-31, and stop right there. That play will end the third quarter here at Swanson Field in La Crosse. Our third quarter score, a service of the Sports Den on South Central Avenue in Marshfield. It's Marshfield 40 and La Crosse Logan 6. We'll return with fourth quarter action in just a moment. Fourth quarter about to begin here at Swanson Field in La Crosse. The Marshfield Tigers lead La Crosse Logan in this Division II playoff opener 40-6. Logan has a 3rd and 14 at their own 32-yard line. Sophomore Vince Kubi playing quarterback for the Logan Rangers. I backfield, and Kubi rolls near side, tosses on the run. The catch is made by Erickson to the 35-yard line, grabbed by Wilson and flung to the turf at the 38, about 9 yards shy of the first down.
And that's been the story of pass coverage for the Tigers tonight. When they haven't been putting on the big hit in the backfield on sacks, the Tigers have done a very nice job of limiting Logan to 5-6 yards. No run after the catch tonight, except for the one big play to Winslow.
4th and 9 for Logan at their own 38. Appears the Rangers will go for it, down by 34. Kubi stays into play quarterback. Offset I backfield, 2 receivers on the far side. And Kubi rolls far side, being rushed by Hazerote, throws deep across the middle and incomplete. The receiver never turned around for the football. That ball going across the middle to one of the receivers, Trevor Jorgensen, and he was had his back turned to the throw, never saw it come down. So an incomplete pass, and the Tigers turn over Logan once again. It's Marshfield football on the Logan 38-yard line with 11:46 remaining in regulation. The Tigers lead 40-6.
Kubi that time turning around and seeing a good pass rush again. Unfortunately, I did not get the number of that truck.
Well, I did. That was I think Mike Bump.
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought it was a different number. That's why I didn't recognize it. And he was right in Kubi's face, forcing him to throw that one up.
Chris Stamen playing quarterback on first down. Josh Lutz straight ahead inside the 30 to the 25-yard line. Stop right there.
Another 13, 14 yards for Lutz, right up the middle.
13 yards for Lutz, and the junior Chris Stamen now coming into play quarterback for the Tigers.
That's a good sign, as I know about a week ago he had had a foot injury in the weight room, I believe, and there was some concern about that, but good to see him back on the field tonight.
So a first down for the Tigers at the Logan 25, early fourth quarter. Tigers lead 40-6.
New fullback in there as well, that's Shoup.
High backfield behind Stamen. And here's the handoff to Dolezal straight ahead, breaking a few tackles, fights his way down to near the 20-yard line, gains about 4 on that run.
Wow, there's some stuff going on after plays here that should just not be going on there. Well, I'm just going to leave it at that. Some late hitting afterwards, some frustrations being shown on the football field, a little lack of poise right now, not by Marshfield.
4 yards on that run by Dolezal. 2nd and 6 for the Tigers at the Logan 21-yard line. Josh Hennis wide to the far side. Lysecki near side. High backfield behind Stamen. And Chris back to pass with time. Throws deep across the middle. The ball's caught by Lysecki, who falls in the end zone for the touchdown.
And Stamen was bobbling that ball as he came off from center and managed to grab a hold of it and heaved it right down the middle. Lysecki with a nice post pattern.
3-play, 38-yard scoring drive for the Tigers. Second touchdown catch for Jake Lysecki this year. And the first touchdown pass thrown by Chris Stamen. And the Tigers score once again to lead 46-6. Tigers with 4 touchdowns here in the second half to break this one wide open. And Jordan Caranda will again attempt to kick the PAT. Scheckelman the holder. High snap, put down, kick is away. And there's a flag down on the PAT try. The kick is good. But again, there's a flag down as well.
Again, some things happening in the line of scrimmage after that kick. This is one of those protect yourself at all times, boys.
We have a personal foul against Lacrosse Logan, which likely will be assessed on the kickoff. Now 10:30 remaining in the fourth quarter. Our score is now Marshfield 47 and Lacrosse Logan 6. We'll return for more football following this message.
Hey kid, what's shaking? Besides me.
Dad, there's something wrong with the fridge.
What? Ooh, a snack.
Got energy hogs in your house? Now you have the power to do something about them. Log on to energyhog.org. Because nobody likes an energy hog.
Hey, they got Charlie! Who cares?
Marshfield Tigers assuming command of this ball game, now up by 41, 90 seconds into the fourth quarter. And the Tigers will kick this one off from the Logan 45-yard line.
With a different kicker here, too.
Dan Kinich will kick it off, and his kickoff's a service of Rail Transport of Marshfield. The Take Home More, Be Home More carrier. Experience the power of red from Rail Transport of Marshfield.
Most overrated stat in football, I think, sometimes is time of possession. Tigers scoring 4 touchdowns, according to Mike Klein, here in about 2 minutes and 23 seconds.
Kinich gets all set. And the kick is away. He lines one to the 1-yard line. Grabbed there by Erickson up the near sideline to the 10. Sidestepping tacklers to the 16 and stopped right there. Let's once again salute that Tiger offensive line. The tackles, Cale Schliessman and Alex Paulson. The guards, Brett Bauer and Luke Schwantes. The center, Brian Ott. And that group sponsored by the hardworking linemen of Marshfield Utilities, because it's the linemen who help supply the power to make it all work. And Lacrosse Logan will put the ball in play from their own 17-yard line. First and 10 Rangers. We do have a run clock situation, 10-10 remaining. Kubi stays in to play quarterback. On first down, he pitches to a new tailback who gets outside across the 20-yard line and taken out of bounds around the 25-yard line. That's going to be DeAndre LaRoche carrying the football, and they'll mark him out about the 25-yard line. He gains 8 on the play. Let's check in once again with Arnie Peck. Arnie?
A lot of new Tigers out there right now, guys. Athens 35-21 over Florence just into the fourth quarter. 4 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Marathon 34, Necedah 6, 34-22. Central over Antigo. About 7 minutes left in that one.
Second and 3 for Logan at their own 24. Kubi back to pass. Lobs near side. The ball is caught at the 30-yard line by Jeremy LaRoche, who comes up the sideline to midfield, taken out of bounds right there, and he'll have a Logan first down.
Tiger defender slipping on the play. This field in pretty good shape tonight, but there are some greasy spots out there tonight, and one of the Tiger defenders got turned around on the play.
And 26 yards on the pass play. First and 10 for Logan at the Tiger 49. Clock running, 8:55 remaining. Marshfield leads 47-6. Tigers with a very impressive job in this playoff contest today. Sophomore Vince Kubi remains in at quarterback for Lacrosse Logan. I backfield. Winslow still in there, going in motion. And Kubi fakes the handoff, back to pass, rushed by Bump, heaves it deep across the middle and over Winslow's head. Incomplete. Flags coming down, however, as there was some contact between Winslow and safety Kyle Williams, and so an interference call may be made on Marshfield here.
I think the only people that didn't throw flags on that one were you and me, Gene.
Well, I did throw one.
Oh, did you?
Didn't see it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Good arm, by the way.
Thank you. So a major infraction against the Marshfield Tigers. And that moves Lacrosse Logan closer to the Marshfield goal line.
Good call.
Don't see too many run clock situations in the playoffs, but we do have that tonight. The ball's now at the Marshfield 33, first down for Lacrosse Logan from that spot. 7:45 remaining. Tigers on top, 47-6. Logan a bit confused as to where they should be. The receivers line up on the far side. Now the tight end gets up, and he shifts to the near side. I backfield. Winslow now comes through in motion. Everybody moving here. Kubi pitches to the near sideline to LaRoche, gets outside a bump, but then gets hit and taken down after a short gain by Devlin Brennan, who comes in the ball game to play some linebacker on that play. Makes the hit at the 33-yard line and gains gains nothing on that play. Virtually no gain on that carry. 2nd and 10 for Logan at the Marshfield 33. You're listening to Marshfield Tiger football on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield. I backfield behind Kubi on 2nd and 10. And Kubi back to pass again to the near sideline. The ball is caught by Winslow inside the 30, driven back, and they'll give him forward progress to the 27-yard line. Gain 6 on that pass play.
So the Marshfield Tigers get to play another game at Gill Stadium, Gene.
Yeah, it appears the Tigers will be at home on Saturday against either Lacrosse Central or Antigo. The game time of that one to be determined sometime tomorrow, but we'll have that broadcast for you Saturday here on WDLB. 3rd and 5 for Logan. Kubi will pitch to his tailback, who gets hit from behind, but stays on his feet, gets outside across the 25, and dives down to about the 22-yard line.
They are saying that it is LaRoche carrying the ball.
DeAndre LaRoche on that carry. Boy, we've had a couple of guys out there with new numbers, but LaRoche does carry down to the 22-yard line and has the first down on that 5-yard run. 1st and 10 for Logan at the Tiger 22. Clock still moving, 5:45 remaining, and Marshfield leading 47-6. Winslow to the near side. He's still in the ball game and still very dangerous. From the eye, Kubi back to pass, lobs to the far sideline, caught at the 10-yard line, and the ball carrier Jeremy LaRoche driven down right there. And that might be another first down for Lacrosse Logan. Looks like that will be a first down on the 10-yard line. Pickup of 12 on the pass play to the other LaRoche. There's both Jeremy and DeAndre in the lineup for Logan. A 1st and goal for Logan right on the Tiger 10-yard line.
174 yards passing for Vince Kubi tonight. 99 yards receiving for Winslow.
Pretty good looking sophomore quarterback, Vince Kubi. 1st and goal for Logan at the Tiger 10. LaRoche and Winslow both wide to the near side. I backfield. Kubi rolling near side, wants to throw. Stops, looks, now fires in the end zone and knocked down, incomplete. Tiger defender gets a hand on the ball, knocks it aside. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up now for Lacrosse Logan. 2nd and goal from the Marshfield 10-yard line. Good time to mention again that car of the game from Grosse Motors of Marshfield. 2005 Ford Explorer, a one-owner vehicle with a rear park assist, tan, and priced at under $14,000. See that car at Grosse Motors, North Central Avenue in Marshfield. 2nd and goal from the 10. Kubi hands off to LaRoche, the tailback, inside the 5-yard line and runs near the goal line, gets in for the touchdown. 10-yard touchdown run for DeAndre LaRoche to cap an 8-play, 83-yard scoring drive for the Rangers, who score once again and now trail 47-12.
Tiger player hurt on the field.
Yeah, there is a Marshfield man who is down, and we cannot determine his number from this vantage point. And looks like he'll be looked at.
Welcome to Conversations from St. Norbert College, a program that invites you into discussions taking place in your community on today's local and global issues. Now, your host for Conversations from St. Norbert College, the Dean and Academic Vice President of the college, Michael Marsden.
Good evening. My name is Michael Marsden, and I'm your host for this edition of Conversations